Welcome to This Week in AT. This Week in AT, July 14th, 2025. Quote, assistant athletic trainer. What's in a name / title? Assistant. By definition, one is one that assists, a helper. By definition, two, one who or that which assists, a helper, auxiliary, a means of help. The topic of work, language, and job titles comes up from time to time within the athletic training profession. The name of our profession is under constant debate, and the question of rebranding is always close to follow. Bottom line, language matters. Another area of discussion around job titles is the use of the terms such as assistant, associate, staff, and other descriptors for athletic trainers within a department. There have been shifts in the naming of staff positions, particularly in the traditional setting, but long held was the practice of, quote, head athletic trainer, and the remainder of the staff being, quote, assistant athletic trainer. Here is where language comes into play. When we look at the definition of assistant above, the case can be made that athletic trainers, in a way, do assist the head athletic trainer / director, but I think it belittles the work that they do. Athletic trainers are autonomously, within licensure, etc., a topic for another day, practicing healthcare providers. We don't directly assist one another because we can make our own decisions under our practice guidelines and care for our own set of patients. Physical therapy assistants, PTAs, have very clear restrictions on what they can and cannot do. The instructions must come from the physical therapist, and the PTA then implements the instructions in assisting that physical therapist. I have not seen or heard of an instance where an athletic trainer on a staff with the assistant title is taking direct orders from the head athletic trainer in the day-to-day care of their patients. While it appears like semantics can mean something to people and to the overall profession. This is the case for removing, quote, assistant from the athletic training title. Salary implications. Each institution and system has its own way of classifying athletic trainers and the pay scale that goes along with it. I've seen the AT job postings a difference between the, quote, associate and, quote, assistant, and within those definitions appeared to be a difference in salary. This is likely strategic to keep certain positions at entry level to focus on ATs with less experience and therefore lower salaries. This ultimately hinders the profession from growing in salary, especially in the traditional setting. This is a challenge to ATs in hiring roles to consider, within their power, the title of, quote, assistant in their hiring and trying to change that if that impacts the ultimate salary of those positions. We can't continue to hold the profession back and down because of simple words like assistant or associate or just removing them, period. Not so hot take. Ultimately, it comes down to the idea that is an, quote, assistant athletic trainer practicing autonomously, are they truly, quote, helping the head AT director in their work? Language matters. As small as it seems, it could be a very simple thing that helps remove any potential barriers that may exist because of how we are defining these roles. Changing titles to just, quote, athletic trainer or, quote, staff athletic trainer identifies the entire staff as their own person and, again, not, quote, assisting the head athletic trainer or director of services. If the argument is, quote, it's just wording, what can it hurt? I challenge you to make the change because anything we can do as a profession, however small, to continue to move the profession forward and remove barriers is worth it. Look to move wording that improves the view of the profession and the people in it. After all, if it's, quote, just words, then let's go with the ones that could benefit us. This Week in AT. Tune in next week to get the happenings in AT with This Week in AT.